in South Padre Island, Texas, and every year I would come home at Christmas and I'd bring shrimp for Christmas presents, and it started getting to be where people started ordering 10, 20 pounds of shrimp, and the next thing you know, I was bringing home 500 pounds of shrimp every Christmas. I bought my licenses and bought 2,000 pounds of shrimp and flatbed and freezers and trucked it up here and started selling shrimp wholesale.
Well, please your change. Thank you.
Lobster roll. Some homemade chips to go with it. Lobster and crab roll, I should say. Got it? Thank you. Oh, give me a little bit of that jambalaya. I got approached from Jackie Jeanette down at Bushel and Peck's in Beloit. They were building a local market down there and they wanted to have wild caught seafood. She just threw out there, you know, we should just build a kitchen for you here and you should just start a restaurant right at our grocery store. There we go. You want a job, you got it. Bacon wrap shrimp, 2 mahita. Goes, hey, how you doing? Real good. So I wrote a menu and we started a kitchen there with 4 Nescos and 4 microwaves in a little room, and I'm kind of used to working in pretty confined spaces. The other kitchen that I had, the O'Reilly's kitchen down at O'Reilly and Conway's, and that kitchen there was made out of 2 closets, so it was very small with a vast menu. So I did that for a couple years and figured out that I really liked it. At that point I bought a food truck. It never even crossed my mind that food trucks would be illegal. Stuck in park. When we first got it, that's what I did. I had the health inspector on board, and he basically told me we had to gut it. We had to gut the refrigeration system, we had to gut everything. So when I finally got licensed by the county, I called the city to see if there was some kind of license or permit where I could park or whatever, and they said you can't park in Janesville. So I didn't like that answer, so I did it anyway. So we had to petition the city council and get 1,000 signatures and get it all sent and rewrite the ordinance, which we did, and we got the first one in town, so that was pretty cool. I think that Janesville and Rock County have been very receptive. I think people were very excited, especially when I first opened. But we've been doing better and better every year, so we're really happy, and the more food trucks that come, we still continue to do better. So I love doing the events when there's 4 or 5 of us at an event. It gives people a great choice. I learned just by traveling through Mexico and through New Orleans and just all around Texas and South Padre and just all the freshness. And I get, you know, all my shrimp still comes from South Padre Island. Everything's domestic, wild caught. Seafood just seemed to be a natural because just all the freshness and all the really different styles of Gulf Coast cooking I just really enjoy. I love to use fresh ingredients in Wisconsin and make a really cool fusion. It's just a really different and I think unique, fresh take on the whole thing. It's the Slap Yo Mama Gumbo, one of our more popular soups for sure. Here we got some nice cheese curds, Ryan's. We get all our cheese curds from Farmer John up in Spring Green. Do a little egg wash on them. A little bit of our seasoned flour mix. We do them all in order. Well, but usually Cody's the one that checks to make sure they're not poisonous before they go out. Hey, there's Cody. What's going on? We're gonna say I really don't like working with my dad because he's very mean to me, or whatever you say. But you gotta say, like, you gotta say the question over. You know what I'm saying?
I like working at with my dad because I usually shout out names when people are there, and that's fun to me.
That's right. He's the yeller.
The other.
Do you like cleaning?
No.
There's our cleaner. See?
Yep. He already said that.
You're looking now. I'm straight. Sports is a really big part of our life for several reasons. You know, obviously I got 3 boys, and they love it. They love every sport, and so it just feels like it's my job to give them every chance I can to compete and to succeed and to, you know, the competitiveness of sports. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. I mean, I remember that from when I was a kid, and I believe it to the hilt, and my kids aren't idle, ever. So last year, we saved all their tips over the course of the summer. We went to Disney World with their tips. We went on a Disney cruise, and we went on a Disney World vacation, and we went to Daytona Beach for 3 days. They paid for it all, so they really get it. You know, there's a lot of hardworking people that can't afford it, and they could. To me, it all goes hand in hand. The work, the school, the sports. You know, basically, you're just teaching them to work really hard, do your best, and good things are going to happen to you. You know, good things will come, and you know, you can be proud of yourself. Be proud of what you're doing. Really not going to say hi to me or what? Average day, it depends on if we have cooking to do or not. I would say 14-hour day is pretty commonplace in the summer. We're at the kitchen about 8 in the morning, and we open at 11, and then we get to usually close around 7, sometimes 8, 9 o'clock in the summer. The later it is, the later it stays light. I think we stay pretty steady. You know, like Friday night, we're pretty steady from 5 o'clock on, I'd say.
This is a Friday night tradition. We love to come here after work to relax. Our favorite is shrimp tacos and a couple good beers just to relax and enjoy after a long week.
Here we got grilled corn tortillas, we got some mahi-mahi tacos going, we got some shrimp quesadillas going. Depending on how good we've done, then we stay and cook what we have run out of for the next day.
So you have another kitchen that you do some cooking in?
Yeah, a big commercial kitchen. A big commercial facility with, walk-in refrigerators and freezers and commercial refrigeration. Okay? It seemed like that was cool. So here we are. This is Anytime Catering's building. Gene Pufall's the owner here. I subleased from him. He's got quite a setup here. He runs a great business. I've got all my freezers of seafood and everything back here. You know, in the summertime when we're getting peppers from people I know and jalapenos, we're processing them so we can use them all winter long. And if I haven't introduced Tammy on camera, this is Tammy Anderson. She's my right-hand man.
Right-hand man. Darn right I am.
She's just the cleaning lady.
Yeah,
but I don't say that. In the summer, we operate at least 6 months with almost, I would say, 80% fresh ingredients, including our seafood. Big quantities of fresh fish from, wild caught salmon right from Alaska, things like that. We are making gumbo tonight. Gumbo is soup. It's a Cajun dish. This right here is what we call the roux. This is the thickener. This is what thickens your whole soup up. I've got a beef and shrimp and tomato kind of stock going. All right, and we're gonna start adding all our vegetables. Here I've got cut okra, a real essential part of a gumbo. It's also a natural thickener. There's the okra, there's the chopped celery. Here we've got some andouille and some smoked sausage and a little, just because it's Wisconsin, we got a little bratwurst mixed in there too. All right, so we're gonna let that all get happy together and cook down along with the, Tammy, got those peppers? Fish sauce. Bell peppers from a friend of mine, Jim Niemer. Got a red meat rub and a Cajun rub that I make myself. That's a very spicy. It's I put it on my fish tacos on the truck, and then this is more of a coarse pepper and coarse salt. And then I just kind of keep hitting it with a little cayenne to taste. I had to tone it down for the Wisconsin palates. This is some monkfish. So I grab it out of the freezer and I gave it a sear, and that's gonna go in the gumbo. We use Alaskan cod, wild cod, and only wild-caught Gulf shrimp. And chopped clams in there as well. That'll go in at the very end. The seafood has a tendency to cook down a lot, so I put that in at the very end. A key ingredient in the gumbo is the busted knuckle, and we don't buy this because we steal it from Gene Pufall here at Anytime Catering. But I don't think he's paying Fred Gray for it either, so I really don't think that I can get in any trouble for this.
I don't think so.
Then we take, like like I say, this will be about 7 gallons of gumbo. We'll just take one soup tin out tomorrow and we'll work one at a time.
Yeah, so,
I think people are gonna like this quesadilla. It's got like a nice cream cheese, pico. Thank you. All right, enjoy. Tell my man here how good it is. All right, he's doing a video shoot.
It's awesome.
I like shrimp po' boys.
I always like the cheeseburger. I'm easy.
okay. So I got the boss hog. The burgers are
This is my proudest item right here. Take a red fry. And you get a bag of chips with that, okay? Help yourself. Oh, there we go. So,
you got the last.
ah, ready right now.
You're good.
We have that
So, you go home, you go to sleep, and everything starts over again tomorrow?
Yeah.
What do we got tomorrow, boys?
Nothing. Nothing. Not
You are wrong. Olson, we got church. You got to take notes in church. You got confirmation class afterwards, and Cooper has football practice.
That's not a day to me.
Oh, who lied?
Great.
Cody.
Tomato. Our customers couldn't.
Cody. Oh, there, my 2 fingers are hurting.
Your 2 fingers are hurting. You know why? Because you're playing with slime too much. Throw paint off. Show Steven how we shut the
Okay,
paint
I'll show
off.
you. So, this is, you write this on. If this was ever on and everything was still lit and we forgot to turn it off, it could cause an explosion or a fire. Like that. And then in here is where our batteries are at. And then, believe it or not, that little battery right there does all the light. I turn it off.
You got it?
Yep.
You ready?
So he can just take the truck and run.
Yeah. Boy, that
Yeah.
stupid 16 driver's license deal really messes us up.
Yeah.
I could be retired. I could just move back to South Padre. You guys could just send me my money.
I would just probably sell the truck.
Better. Come visit me every other weekend.
Where do you want me to put it?
Put it back there and secure it.
Here, I got it.
All right, all packed up. I'm gonna take her home to the house and get ready for another day. Take her back to the barn, right, boys?
Yep.
All right. Back to the barn we go. Let's go.